Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back, welcome back. So, if you saw my previous video, which as I'm doing this is uploading right now, I was showing you how I used colored pencils to color in my little Bella and Friend images. And it really, on the video, I don't know that it's going to show up. The colors just don't show up when I'm filming. I don't know why. But you can see in the picture on there that it actually did make color. Doesn't look like it, but it did. And I used Prismacolor colored pencils. I am not an expert with colored pencils. I just wanted to show you how I colored those images in. And I didn't want you to have to struggle through a video of watching me color Bella and her friends and then cutting them all out, because I am the slowest fussy cutter in the entire world. So I've done that. I've colored my little pictures. Where'd my little parrot go? Parrot, which actually on the stamp, the parrot is on the same stamp as the balloon and dog. But obviously when I cut them out, I had to separate them. Oh, I got the cupcake stuck to my finger. I stamped a couple of cupcakes. I didn't cut them apart all the way, only because I didn't want to lose them while I had them downstairs. So when I go to put a cupcake on the card, and you'll have to watch me fussy cut for a couple seconds there. Hopefully it won't take me too long. What else did I want to tell you? When I was, I'm looking for my white pen because I wanted to add a little bit more white to the bone. When I was looking through Instagram the other day, I happened to spot somebody was making this card with, they did a half circle card. So when I was cutting out my Bella cards, I was thinking, oh, I should do one of those half circle cards like I saw. Well, I can't find it on Instagram. So I'm going to apologize in advance right now to whoever did that card. And I'm sure there's 100 people out there who have done this before. Is anything original anymore? I'm not sure. I think we're inspired, but hold on one second here. Where did I put those white pens? There. I had them in the bin for our card workshop this week. Yeah, I think we get inspired by other crafters, but I know I'm not original at thinking things up anymore. Oh, come on, pen. You're kind of new. Please don't give me a hard time here. So, anyways, as I looked through there and I couldn't find the card, I thought I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to wing it and try a half circle card. Why are my white pens not working? My goodness. Oh, I guess maybe it is. I just wanted to add a little bit more white to the bone here. I added a little bit of shading and it made it too gray. Maybe. All right. So how's everybody? And if you saw my other little short video, oh my goodness, I'm going to try to get this done without any chainsaws or chipper shredders or any other humongous sounds that are going to come from outside. We had some trees cut down in our yard and they showed up. I mean, we've been waiting for them to come and they just decided to show up one day. But I think that's how it usually works with a lot of the contractors. When they have time, they just come. And when they have to go, they leave. And you don't know if you're going to ever see them again. So, let me see. I need a brush for green ink. And I think green might be one of the ones my little color band fell off of my brushes. Because we're going to add some grass to our card for the puppies to sit on. There's green. Sorry for the clanking. I have those all in a big jar. So I took some Granny Apple Green cardstock, and I took the largest circle die that I have and cut out actually 3 of these. I measured this just to get an idea. This was a 4.5-inch circle. So I took my 1 die cut circle and folded it in half. And yes, I do have black ink all over my fingers because I tried to, I was going to I did put a border around the balloon on that one, and I forgot that marker leaks. Honestly. Sorry about that. Every single time. Okay. I don't know where I left off already. I scored my circle in half and folded it in half. I was a little concerned that this is going to be too small in an envelope, so I got an envelope out, and it does seem kind of small. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should put it on a card base, but I'm going to continue on anyway, just because I want to try this. Then I have 2 more of the circles that I cut, and yes, I've been playing with them to get them the right layers. I cut, but I wanted the bottoms to all be the same, which is why I cut out extra circles. And I was playing with my little scissors to make a grassy border, which we're going to do. And see how we can put this together. Then I took my next smaller die, my next smallest circle, and I cut a piece out of basic white. And this one was 4 inches, so I just folded it in half and then cut it. And this is going to be on my inside. And I thought this will make a nice lot of room to stamp our little birthday greeting in there, and room to add anything else, because I think I'm going to have an extra puppy here when I'm finished, so she might go on the inside. Okay, so let's do our grass first. Put the dies away so I don't lose them. And am I recording again? I am. And I have volume. That's all right, so that's 2 good things. Oh, hope y'all had a good weekend. These are those scissors that cut like a bunch of little things together, you know, at the same time, I guess I should say. Oh, I forgot I got to do it from up here. And I don't want to cut the whole way through there. Sorry, on the end I didn't want to cut my corner of my circle off. And I like how this kind of curls the edges of the snipped part, because I want it to look like grass. So that'll help. Yeah, so we had this weekend was, I had better. I mean, we had, oh, I did cut that one little end off, didn't I? We had 2 memorial services on the same day yesterday. So in addition to all of the tree noise, then yesterday was tied up with all of that. And now I think, well, this week is going to be super hectic for me. I have a lot of stuff to do this week, including my ladies coming to make some cards Thursday. I can't use these to snip from the tip down because they don't cut real good that way. All right, so those are kind of cute. I wanted to try, I don't know if I want to use just Granny Apple Green. That was another reason I have some spares sitting here. Or if I want to use, this one is Pear Pizzazz, just to get a little extra color, different, you know, shading. That's not too bad with the Pear Pizzazz. I kind of like that. Where's my other little scrappy one? Try Granny Apple and see how that one looks. Give my blades of grass some character. Yep, and I finished my big stitching project is done. So I will be moving on to the next series of stitching. I don't know. I almost like the pear pizzazz. And this was the Granny Apple Green. You can't really see it. And this is the pear pizzazz. You can't really see it on the camera. My camera setup must be just really terrible, but I am an amateur. I'm not a professional. I do not make any money off of this. I'm just sharing ideas. So I can't really afford to go out and buy a big setup. So we're just going to play with what we have. How's that? Hope for the best and have some fun. But that's pretty much what we encourage on my YouTube channel is use what you have. It's the whole premise of our Stamping A to Z. Using up some of these stamp sets that I've had on my shelf for a very long time, and some of them are brand new. I open them and realize that I never used the stamp sets. I mean, that's embarrassing because obviously I bought them, I liked them, or I wouldn't have purchased them. So they're an investment, you know, there's some money in there. So why am I not using them? But, you know, if a new one comes out and I think it's pretty, I think I got to go buy it. But I don't. I don't have to. So what all do we have this week coming up? We have, well, I need this card. My girlfriend needs a birthday card for her granddaughter. And I told her, I said, oh, I'm just working on a little doggy card. She said, that will work wonderful. And so let's hope this turns out, because if not, I'm going to have to think up of another doggy card. Make those promises before the cards are done. And she also needs a wedding card. Okay, so that was with the pear pizzazz. I'm liking the pear pizzazz. Some of that green off of there. Just in case the next time I use a different shade of green, get some of the ink off my finger so I don't smear it all over everything. And then we'll need, let's see. I thought if I layered this down first and then this one on top, I'll have to make sure that I have my edges even on the bottom. And then this little doggy's going to have to sit on here close enough that I can get the balloon. I almost called it an umbrella. And we are supposed to get rain today, but it's not raining right now. So that it is glued onto the card, because the string to the balloon is rather flimsy, and I'm afraid that if I have it up here, which is what I originally thought I would like to do, I'm afraid that will break. I was just thinking I could have connected that with acetate. Well, I think I'm going to stay safe, keep it down here on the bottom. We do have the little parrot, and I thought we'll have this little doggy bringing a bone as a birthday present. He can stick up on the top a little bit. And then we'll put a couple little cupcakes down for the doggies, and I will have an extra one for in the middle. Now the greetings on this stamp set are mostly thank yous, or just for you. You've got a friend of me, enjoy. Being that this is for a girl, I'm glad I went with the pink icing. Off of another set, Special Someone, I kind of liked a very special day for a very special someone, and then put happy birthday in the middle. So if I use those, I think I'll just end up stamping these on white, and we'll cut out little strips to add to the front of our card. You think this is going to work? Lord, I hope so. Okay. There's only really one way to find out. Really is only one way. Adhesive tape, oh, right in front of me. Flipping out for nothing. And I don't really need the grass to glue down flat because that will make it a little more dimensional. Ooh, don't stick until we're ready. I want to have the bottom, the circles all even. That was my whole point of cutting out 3 of them. Oh, that one's going downhill a little bit, but that's kind of cute. Yeah, that was a happy little thing there. And then maybe this one could go this way a little bit. Oh, yes. All right. Ooh, should have done that on a silicone mat so I don't stick to the paper here underneath. Since it was round, I knew I was going to go off the edge. Oh, so this week's plans, yes. So today I really didn't have a whole lot. Tomorrow I have an appointment to review my Medicare coverage. How about that? Well, it's official. I'm old. See, I keep telling my kids I'm old. I really am. Now we have to add the birthday puppy. I really do have to get that puppy down here on the bottom to make that balloon reach. Or you know what I can do? We can cut this off, and then I can pretty much put the doggy anywhere and draw the string with a fine liner. And that way I'm sure to get that balloon on the card so it doesn't come off. And I could make my little doggy up a little bit further. I think I'm going to do that. This is just so flimsy. I'm afraid it's half ripping as it is. Those are ribbon scissors. Too late now. The deed is done. Can't change my mind now. Yep, so I have that appointment, and then I have dinner club with the gals. Yay! That's this week. Let's see how fine liner this one is. Oh, muscles. I think I have a skinnier one. And then we have, is that the same? Does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me. Ooh, here's a micron. That's nice. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna use that little micron pen. Yeah, and then, and then we have the girls, and of course I have my visit with my seniors out there, and they want to make a card, so we're going to make a card. Now, I don't know if you noticed on the one puppy, when I colored it in, I colored in between the puppy's legs with the green because, well, actually that's the one that's going to go on the inside. I knew I was going to have a green background. I did miss this little spot here under his ear, her ear, excuse me. And this is a her. And this I want green because she's going to be sitting in the grass. Ooh, sorry. Didn't mean to slam that. Okay. Now I can put my balloon wherever. And we could just make a squiggly little, okay. I'm going to put Bella down here. Her head's popping up off of there, so I think I need to add a foam dimensional on the back, which of course are buried underneath. I cleaned up here the other day, so it's going to be a disaster finding things. So let's put a tiny foam dimensional on the back of her head. And then glue on the bottom. Oh, please don't be stuck already. My goodness, I'm just getting started. Yeah, so that day those folks want to make a card, and then I have my card workshop here, so I'm going to be papered out by the end of the day. I think I need to fill my glue bottle. I know this sounds weird, but when the glue starts to get empty, it squishes out the top really fast. I don't know why. I haven't figured that out. I mean, you would think that if you need to fill it, it would stay in the bottom. Okay. Then maybe what we'll do is add a mini foam dimensional on the back of the bottom of, did I call this an umbrella again? What am I doing that? Of the balloon. It's a balloon. It really is a balloon. Okay. I am going to pull this closer to me for a minute so that I can draw that cap. And you know what would be fun would be to tie a little string of black under the balloon so that it looks like it is tied, right? Instead of just having a black blob right there. So I'm just going to reach over here. I have some black thread. I think that'll be fine enough. I think if I were to use a twine, it might be too heavy looking. So if we just use sewing thread, that'll be cute. We can just tie a little knotty thing. Doesn't even have to be perfect. I can talk. It just has to look like it's tied, right? Okay. Then we can trim that little tie piece. Sure we can. Why are my hands so shaky? Too big. Too big. I swear I hear a truck out there. I do hope it's not any. I don't think they should be coming back here for anything else. I know my brothers-in-law were coming to cut the wood up from the trees. Sorry, looking for my little tweezers and I can't find them. And that's why I was kind of, but it's kind of wet out there yet this morning from the rain, so I really didn't think that they would pop over yet. Maybe I already put, oh, sorry, you just smacked the camera around. I must already put everything over in the bin for my workshop. There, that'll work. Yeah, so, but that was my husband that called earlier when I paused for a minute, and he didn't say anything about them coming, so I don't know that they are. What do you think, a glue dot or a drop of glue? I almost think a glue dot's going to be too big. Okay, so this is one of the little more fiddly cards that I've done in a while. But now that I have a particular person in mind for the card, it makes a difference, I think. You know, when you're making them kind of to be used for whatever occasion arises next, it's harder to personalize it. Now, I think a drop of glue is going to have to be it. I don't think the glue dot's going to suit us here. This could be even more dangerous, though. Drop of glue. Lordy, lordy. Especially when it's pouring out of there. What is that? Now my little knot, though. Come on. This isn't sticking. Got to stick. I think I need to peek out there. I think they're here. Really? I can't get this. Oh, there. I was going to say I can't get it off my finger. Okay. Now we're going to add the little puppy, and I'll have to do the same thing. I'll have to put a foam dimensional behind his head because that's going to be sticking up off of the card a bit. Look at that glue pouring out of there like there's no tomorrow. Afraid to put it on over top of the card. Okay. Looking cutesy. Add our little parrot. Just flying by. He's just flying by. Checking out the birthday party. Wanting to see what's going on. Nope. I think I like it over here the best. Get down here far enough so that it's going to stick on the card. Because I want to have room for the greeting and also for my little cupcakes. Gotta have some birthday cupcakes. I have a feeling with the little sentiment strips, if I stamp those, I am really adding a lot to the front of this card being as small as it is. Yep, so then our next stitching project starts in July. I'm excited to start that. I have to finish up my 50 stack challenge with Crafty Cat. I have the last two things. They're actually sitting downstairs waiting for me to just finish them. Just need to put them together. And my color combo, I have that started. I have an idea for that. I just haven't finished. I have all these things down there started, but I need to finish this and make sure I have everything ready for the ladies on Thursday. Okay, let's cover up my glue. Oh, I almost ruined my inside white pieces. Maybe I'll put the happy birthday out here, and on the inside we'll do a very special day for a very special someone. That might be better because I have a little bit more room on the inside. So this and this. Okay. And then a piece of white for the happy birthday. And I think I want a thicker, this is a piece of heavy, no, this is not. All these scraps, you'd think I'd have a heavy one sticking right out. Get my bin. That's heavy. Yeah, these little animals are cute too, out of a special someone. I've done several cards with those. Oh, come here. You would just get saved for the next time we do a little critter card. Critter cards. All right. Scrap paper for happy birthday. Where are you? Oh, right there. Blind as a bat today she is. Yes, folks. Blind as a bat. And I think I was using Stays On. Careful, I almost touched the cord on my camera. We know that's a bad thing. Is it just me, or does anyone else love the smell of the Stays On? I think it smells like cherries. I'm sure it's just me. Lovely. Then we'll need, where did I put my cleaners? My little chamois. And on the inside we need, where are you? A very special day for a very special someone. Yes. Okay. I have kitty cat hairs up here, and she hasn't even been up here. Oh, my hands are embarrassing. I'm so sorry. They're so inky. A very special someone. And then not only have they been did they do the trees here. They've been logging up at the end of our road. And so really it's been about, I don't know, a full solid week last week that it was just constant. Oh, I'll bet that's what the truck was. I'll bet they were coming up to get the logs that they had cut. Yep. Right, now this one is going to go on the bottom on the inside. With a nice little border. Of course it is out. But we know that happens because after workshops I just always grab the leftover tape runners and bring them up into my craft room, and that's what I work with then. Rather than starting a new one, I try to use up. Oh, we're going to put her in here too. No, she's not going to fit because I forgot. Oh, I could put her on the top. Yep. And then I think there's a heart stamp. Or a butterfly. Oh, there's a little butterfly in this one. Uh-huh. I don't know if I have any teeny tiny blocks up here. Oh, there's a little one. You know, because remember when you're using tiny stamps like that, if you use your bigger blocks and you happen to get ink on them, it's so easy to get that ink on your card. So try to size your acrylic blocks to the size of your stamps, and it prevents it a little bit. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, guess where she's going now? What was that about? Oh, what in the world? Oh, and it comes out perfect on there. Oh, because I have stuff on the back. You goofball. Ah. All right, if I mess this up, then we're going to have to cut something out. Oh, thank goodness. Because that would have been another fussy cutting experience. And that could have taken 3 days in itself. I'm telling you guys, I can't really, I know they say, everybody says if you practice, you'll get much faster at it. But it really takes me a long time to cut these little images out. That's why I'm a diehard fan of dies. I like dies. Maybe I try to be too perfect with it when I'm fussy cutting because I'm trying to get around every little nook and cranny. And let's just put a little bit of color on the butterfly if I can get my tin open. Oh, come on, hands, work with me. Work with me. You can do it. See? I knew you could. And I'm using my white to blend it a little bit again. It's so small though, I don't even think it would have mattered. All right, and then we have to add our little puppy on there. And I'm going to add this one flat since we're on the inside. Sure, I don't have any of the adhesive hanging over the edges. Just wondering if yay or nay? No, I think it's too much. And so there it is. Oh no, I didn't put on my happy birthday. I'm a weirdo. There's what? Dave? What do you have here? What kind of a card is that? Right? Goof. But this is what you get when I'm winging it. I really didn't have instructions on how to do one of these. So all in all, it's not that bad. Except, oh, 43 minutes already. My goodness. What? That's bad. I don't like them to be that long. It just takes too long to upload them is the only problem. I think I can fit it right by that cupcake if I get this trim just right. Go. I was going to say, I got to get it under that back cupcake. Well, to be perfectly honest, then you can't even see. I need to put the cupcake on top of it. Off my finger, honey. Trying to get it under the little paws. There we go. Was that really that difficult? Yes, it was. But we managed. Now we can add the other cupcake back on. And I can trim off that little corner by the H so it's not hanging down because I want it to be able to stand up. Oh, for crying out loud. I guess I'll just have to get a new sticker, a new foamy. Yeah, that's right. I put them away already. we are. Yay! And it just stands up cutesy. And there's Bella. Oh, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. It took a while, but we got there. Yep, got there. So if I'm able to continue with my A to Z stamping, the next one up is going to be Very Versailles. And we've used this one before on other cards, but I'll be happy to use that again. I like it. So until the next time, everybody, go craft, send a card to somebody and make them smile because, you know, we all like getting happy mail. And thank you for spending time with me. Love you all. Bye.